and we're here for game number 14 of our season. Second game of a weekend series against the Kansas City Royals. We see Alec Marsh today. Luis Ortiz is going to be taking the mound for us with his 7.5 ERA. I believe statistically our worst pitcher. And no, we're actually not batting 400 as a team. Our team average is 335. But yeah, Jordan and I were talking about that earlier. So yeah, let's get down to the corner of Carnegie in Ontario. Wear uniform. We forgot. Or white, Kansas City wore gray, okay. In your lineup today, like I said, Luis Ortiz is going to take the mound. Juan, J-Ram, I got to change that because I'm getting tired of that. Manzo. Los Manzo. Nolan Jones. Arias. Angel Martinez. Bo Naylor, and then Rocchio. That is your lineup for today. Let's get down to Progressive.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Cleveland Guardians. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, first pitch coming up. And pitching in this game, Luis Ortiz. How about a scouting report on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel.
Ortiz,
very difficult on his opponents.
9 2/3 pitched and an ERA of 7 change.
And that misses.
All one.
And away we go this afternoon.
Away we go from the corner of Carnegie in Ontario. Game 5 of this 6-game homestand. 2-0 to Blanco. Swing and a miss. And this is the big... That missed the zone too. That's the problem with Ortiz. That fouled back.
2-2.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Strikes him out.
And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off.
Good way to get
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on
our first out of the game right there. Battle back from down 2-0. Now, Mikael Garcia.
Next to hit, Mikael Garcia.
Mikael.
In there,
Called strike one at the top of the zone.
Getting to start at third, 25 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And that's
inside. And inside the zone, I should say. And 0-2. Grounded. Ortiz snags it. Throws over to Santana, and that is the second out.
That's 2 out. And here now, the lineup for the Royals.
Now the lineup for the Royals: Garcia, Bobby Witt, Salvador Perez, Pasquantino, Jonathan India, Massey, Renfroe dropping in the order, and then Kyle Isbell.
They know they can rely on him, and he's a force, a presence there that
Witt.
puts a little trepidation in that opposing pitcher. We'll see what kind
He's
of impact
good.
he has in this one.
Fouls that ball off. He's struggled against us so far this year.
2 outs.
Most hits on the Royals, and now 0-2.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Fouled off.
Ground ball and foul
Right to the ball boy. 0-2.
Nobody on.
Swing, miss.
And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3.
1-2-3 go down the Royals.
Now the Guardians will get their shot.
Juan,
Still scoreless. This is
Posey,
Guardians baseball on the
Los
show
due
of
up to
Ohio.
start the first.
Back here with my pal Singy. And towing the slab here, Alec Marsh. What's the word on
Alec
him?
Marsh, he's
Yeah, ZRA last year was
made 2 appearances, 1-0, 10 in the third innings pitched. ERA of 4.35.
Being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit.
Kwan.
And have a higher
Juan on
chance
an
of being
8-game hitting
successful.
streak.
The win now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. Ground ball to the
Ground
right
ball
side.
foul
Perez
on
gets it to
curve.
first. One up, one down.
On 12-6 curve, and
Here's the Guardians
that's
lineup
out
now.
number 1.
And this offense is really clicking right now, Chris.
That's a good feeling in that dugout over there. You feel like when you walk to the plate, you're going to get a knock, you're going to drive in
Close.
a run, you're going to do something productive.
It might be
even if
the
it's
team
just
as a whole is batting,
walk to keep
is
the
slugging
line moving, and that's a
563.
great feeling to
Now
have. They've
J
got it
Ram
bottled
at
right now.
8 home runs.
Now it's Jose
Marsh,
Ramirez.
5-pitch pitcher.
I'm liking what I've
Four-seamer,
seen
slider,
from him at the
12-6
dish
curve that we
lately,
saw.
averaging more than
Sinker,
2 hits
circle
per game in
change.
his last 5.
On the ground, right
Weak.
side. And
Oh,
that's
foul ball.
just foul. Ramirez matched a homer in his last game.
This gonna be grabbed and
Got it
out
on
number
the
2.
off-balance throw. And a couple of quick outs. And now it's the switch hitter.
Now it's Carlos Santana. This
Back to
lifted.
right,
Gonna
and that
drop
at the
in.
full. And
Base
that
hit.
extends the inning.
Fell in right between the second baseman and the
Kyle Manzardo digs in for the
right
Guardians.
fielder, and now it's
Homer in
Manzo's
the ball
turn.
game yesterday afternoon.
He had a home run.
In
This
the air, center field.
Straightaway center if it drops. No.
Brings it in.
Isbell
And that
brings
is
it
that.
in, and that ends the inning.
All set for the
Now,
start of the
Salvador
inning. Here's the
Perez.
catcher, Salvador Perez. Ortiz back to work. That's off the inside
All one.
corner. 1-0.
As
Another ball.
possible future Hall of Famer.
There's no doubt that the success rate
2-0.
goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's
The
made
catcher.
a big impact for him in recent
Fouled
games.
off to the left side. 2-1.
Delivers a pitch.
Called strike, 2-2.
95.
That's fouled back. Stays 2-2.
And the right-hander deals. That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
3-2.
Breaking ball.
Called strike, misses the zone
And he's
though.
registered 3 Ks in this one. So he gets
Third
the
K
call
for
and
Ortiz,
picks up
and
the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that. But
Al
just stop
Pasquantino.
there. Strike zone definitely expand a little bit with 2 strikes.
Now a chance for Vinny
And
Pasquantino.
that ball on top of the zone. All the ball. 1-0. Little give and take by the ump there. Slider.
Strike
1-1.
Matt Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
2-2 or 2-1. I'm sorry.
He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters,
2-2 to Pasquantino.
don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
Swing, miss. 2 strikeouts here in the second for Ortiz.
Rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal
India
with
foul tip into the glove.
Jonathan India now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
This hit lifted Martinez.
Martinez settles under this one.
Drift under it, and that ends the second. The Royals half of the second. Now Nolan Jones.
We head to the bottom of the second. Stepping up for the Guardians, Nolan Jones. And ball 1. Flinched at it, but didn't take a pass. 1-0. This grounded. Witt pulls up with it, and a quick out, number 1.
And out 1.
Now it's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias.
Now Gabriel Arias. This lifted to left field, and that's going to be caught. 2 away very quickly.
And there's 2 away.
Now Martinez. First hit of the season yesterday. First game.
And first
foul that off. Good slider from Marsh.
No score here in the second.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound.
And the curveball.
0-2. Under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Foul that off. I'd be wary of anything low from this ump. This hit. Isbell on the run, though. That'll do it.
And welcome back to the ball.
Now Massey.
Top half of the third inning. Now it's the DH, Michael Massey.
Fouls the first pitch he sees off. 0-1.
Ortiz ready to fire now.
This fouled off. 0-2.
Misses inside.
Anchor misses inside.
2 strikes.
2-1.
And there's a
That misses outside. 2-2.
That one misses in the
That
dirt.
misses. 3-2. Renfroe due up.
Good plate appearance there.
Good take by Massey, and that's the first walk, and now it's Hunter Renfroe.
Very close with the location.
First base runner of the game, and that misses 1-0.
On the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
Swing and a miss.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. Slightly
Ugly hack by Renfroe.
hard time catching up.
He fouls that off. 1-2. Fouls that off.
That's outside.
Plays off of that.
Massey gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Fouls that off. Come on.
Just misses with that one.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
3-2 still. We get Renfroe out.
Well, one of the things that hitters will
Took
do
way
is
too many pitches.
red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when
Ball
a guy's got
1.
a really tight
This
one
ump
with
zone
high spin rates,
makes no
very
sense.
difficult to determine, and that's probably
Strike
why
1.
we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Here's a 1-1.
That's fouled off. 1-2 to Isbell.
Misses. It's 2-2.
2-2. I mean, I just
That
fouled.
one down the line, and it goes just foul. Here's the 2-2.
Swing, miss. Isbell
Great location with
sat
that
down.
two-strike fastball. I'll tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times, that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
At loud foul over the netting. This popped up.
Swing, and it's popped straight up.
Naylor
under it,
on the 50th pitch for Ortiz
and that'll do it.
through 3 innings.
And we're back.
Now it's Bo.
At the plate now.
Just made the out. We gotta see some pitch. We gotta see pitches from Marsh.
That one's upstairs.
All one.
Ball one.
You know, these
'Cause I do gotta see something here. Looks like Junis is gonna be it. Junis, Gaddis can go. Tim Herron can go. Lasse if needed, obviously. Same thing with Cade Smith if needed.
Guardians, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've
1-0.
probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically
Foul
talking
that
about
off.
the first pitch.
1-1.
These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine.
Junis
if you're scoring
cruising.
runs, but that hasn't
14
been the case
pitches through
today.
3 innings and
Next offering
2-1.
upstairs.
Only base runner has been Los on a little bloop single.
In the
Yes.
air, out towards right center.
Out to right
Isbell.
center. Isbell underneath it.
Makes the grab.
Out number 1.
Here's Brian Rocchio.
Now Rocchio's
With
turn.
a double in yesterday's game. Tap foul.
Fouled the changeup off.
1 out, base is empty.
Fires it in there too. 0-2 quickly.
Early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Curveball fouled off. 0-2.
And that one's a
That misses low.
1-2 to
1-2.
Set down on strikes. Froze him with the heater at the knees. So the lineup.
Now
flips
Kwan.
over. Stephen Kwan. digs
Otis
into the
looking.
Guardians. That one a little
At
bit
high,
short,
1-0.
And that's ball 1.
3 straight gold gloves out in left field for Kwan. 1-0. Swing over the curveball.
1-1. Not close with that one.
Not even
And it's
close. 2-1.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third. That
This
one to first makes the
good
slide
play by
stop
Pasquantino
on the
and
pitcher,
Marsh.
and that's a great
And
play
get
for
over
the
there.
out. Nothing doing here this
Oh,
Back now,
now
aggressive
Garcia.
as we go to the top of the 4th. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Garcia to the left side, but it
Loud
is
foul
well
ball.
foul.
Well, these Royals just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts
That's
are a
fouled
little easier
off.
to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum.
This is low.
as a result.
1-2. Swing and a miss on Garcia. Down he goes for out number 1.
On the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Ball
In the
1.
box here, lets that one go for a ball.
The wit, and then he fouls that off.
You know, Boog, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to
Strike
record
2.
2 infield hits and an inside-the-park home run in the same game.
Swing and a miss by Witt.
That's a strikeout.
And he gets sat down.
Pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone.
8th K for Ortiz.
Fastballs in that location.
I would like,
Hitters
I mean,
especially
can we get 5? I don't know.
ready to pull the trigger.
Salvi steps into the box.
Now, Salvador
His first
Perez.
at-bat was a strikeout. That one
Looks at ball
outside.
1.
Ball 1. Perez in his 14th season, 34-year-old vet, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year.
1-1. Those catcher pops this up.
Right field.
Nolan Jones underneath it, ends the 4th.
And that is that. Here in Cleveland,
Now,
here's Jose Ramirez.
J-Ram.
He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are
4-3 ground out.
sacrificing contact to deliver power.
All one.
Doesn't find the zone.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss through the fastball.
One of the
1-1.
things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint.
This hit hard, but to center field.
Way back there.
Is it deep enough? Just barely. J-Ram does it again.
Second homer this series.
Almost robbed.
It's 1-0. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
Third straight game with a homer. Second of this series. 1-0. Good guys. Oh. Isbell almost. I think this even hit Isbell's glove. No, just past the outstretched glove of Isbell.
And up next for Cleveland, Carlos
Fastball that missed over the middle, and now it's Los's turn.
That one finds
Strike one.
It's 0-1.
Arsh now about to throw pitch 30.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home
0-2.
run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Here's the 0-2. Got him. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, he strikes out Los, and now it's Manzo's turn. 1 for 5 this series. Golf at that. I don't know why. And out number 2, and Nolan Jones.
Two away. Now here's Nolan Jones. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
This
Swing and a fly
ball right center and caught on the first pitch. But J-Ram gets us on the board again. 1-0.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Here's your news and notes, and Pasquantino to lead off. Let's start warming up Junis. I would like
Ortiz back to work. Right through
strike 1 to Pasquantino.
These Royals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game.
Hit hard. Base hit. Could be multiple.
Now he'll turn for second.
It is.
And it's a double.
Double for Pasquantino, the first hit.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps.
Now India.
Working on going
strike
to the
1.
field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Man at second. Top of the zone.
1-2 to India. And India gets rung up.
That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Strikeout number 9 for Ortiz.
Now here is
El Massey.
He reached out a walk his first time. At 96,
strike 1.
that pitch is in for a strike.
Fouled off into the Guardian, well, almost into the Guardians' dugout. Foul tip, 0-2.
Checks his swing.
He went.
And he punches him out. He won around.
Ooh.
So back-to-back
Strikeout number 10.
and they still
Now
haven't
2
managed to do
outs.
anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to
And
get
Renfroe,
careless
first
here.
pitch swinging,
You've done a
fouls that
really
off.
good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches. And it's
Strike 2 called on Renfroe.
Tying run in scoring position. And we're at the top of the 5th. And 1-2.
Ball 1.
Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
This is low.
Is down low.
Popped.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it
Foul
again.
ball.
Oh,
3-2 to Renfro.
cancel.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
And we are getting burned, and now it's Kyle Isbell.
Went down on strikes his first time through. That's in there.
Strike one. Are you sure, ump?
2 on, 2 outs.
Fouled 0-2.
And it's foul off. They'll do it again. 2 on, 2 outs.
And we get out of it.
Strikes him out for the second time today.
Thank you.
Adrenaline, we can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an
Ortiz
outstanding
makes
job
a
of taking that,
phenomenal
executing and getting out of a tough
pitch
inning.
to get.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters are performing.
That dude to swing and miss. I already forgot. Nunes has to go in now. Now it's Gabriel Arias. 283. 0 for 1 today.
That catches the zone
Strike
for a
one. Are you sure, Blue?
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average.
This is
That's
1-1.
what's allowed him to pitch well up into this point.
Started to go after
We
him.
held up.
Now we'll look down to first. And he held
2-1.
back, according to Dave Lawrence.
Thanks, Dave Lawrence.
Swing and a miss.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
2-2. Nasty slider, and
Swing.
Arias hits this
Well struck.
to the gap. Well struck. And that is Arias' first home run of the season here in video game land.
Shot to center. His first home
The
run
man who has
here
been the
is
Royals killer in real life gets us 2-0, and J-Ram is loving it. Arias goes yard to left center over that tall wall.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way
Bounce
you keep
back
that ball
even.
fair. An outstanding
Now
job
Martinez.
mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And now
This
Angel Martinez.
Angel Martinez on the run
Renfro snags
is
it.
Renfro.
And there's one away.
There's the first out.
And next
Now
is
it's
the
Bo
Guardians
Naylor.
Catcher, Bo Naylor. 0 for 1 with a fly
0 for
out
1.
to center. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
That was pitch 40 for Marsh.
Late swing, foul to the left.
Flip that foul out left. 0-2.
Swing
This.
and a ball lifted in the air.
Right center and caught on the
Grabs it
run.
That's out number 2.
Out number
That's just
2.
a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for
Now
sure.
Rocchio.
The pitcher's his friend. He'll give him a second to catch his breath.
This
before he's
flipped
ready
out to
deal
left
the next
field
pitch.
on the first pitch, and
base hit.
base
So a
hit.
two-out knock keeps the inning alive.
a knock from Rocchio does keep this inning alive. Means we can
So
get
the
it
Guardians
at
line
Marsh a little bit
turns
more
over.
and get to that
Steven Kwan will hit next.
Royals
0 for
bullpen.
2 in this one. There's
As
a
well.
swing
Quan
and
just
drive.
smacks that. This
That's
is gonna be enough to possibly score Rocchio. He's going home, and yes, he will. Quan 2-out double on the first pitch he saw. Perfect timing, perfect contact. 3-0. Good guys.
Go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So runner at second.
Now J-Ram
Down to third base.
to really open this game up.
He's already homered here in this one. And a foul.
0-1.
Quan at second with 2 down.
Finally getting to Marsh. Takes till the 5th, and
And now the count
1-1.
is even. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Chris Bubich.
Bubich
And
warming
Lucci
up.
in the pen. Schreiber warming up as well.
Schreiber as well, apparently. Pop
out of
foul
play
on the
off to right.
curveball. 1-2.
That's a ball.
2-2.
Runner at second, 2 down.
Anything we could do to open this inning up a bit more. Yeah, I do have Junis scheduled to pitch. 3-0 here. 2-2 count to J-Ram, 2 away. Stays alive there.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to
I was pitch 50 for Marsh.
A little bit, try to move it around, create just a little.
Foul that off to the right side. Pitch number 8 of this AB coming.
Man on second, 2 down. Now it's 3-2.
He should
3-2.
Pretty good pitch to hit.
Close on deck.
Hitter coming up if he's walked.
400. Batting 400 with runners in scoring position. We foul that slider off.
Two outs. Knocks
Foul it off again.
And we'll do it again.
Pitch number 11 of this AB.
And down on strike. And that'll keep more.
That's going to sit us down and end the inning. Junis going to come in.
And they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher,
3 games. He has 2 wins, 1 hold. 7 1/3 pitched. ERA of 1.23. I don't know why that's starting to happen more. That pitch misses. 1-0. Out off to Blanco. 1-1. That's also fouled off. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Ron Blanco sat down.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees, so that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
Now the number 2 hitter,
Now, Maikel Garcia.
First pitch.
This is a 1-0.
1 ball, no strike. The Royals trailing by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th. Just missed.
2-0.
2-0. Next off.
3-0 to Garcia. Oh boy. Gotta find a way to get a strike here.
And the automatic.
Doesn't swing.
It's tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
1 down.
That is not a good call.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Witt swings through that.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity.
Runner on the go. This one in the dirt. Throw gets by him at second. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Garcia gets a steal. Strike 2 to Witt.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side in the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Fouled off into the netting. 1-2. Lifted. Kwan. This is going to score a run. Maybe. Yes, it is. Throw was not on time. And Witt.
Well, that
Witt got up to second.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but
Fuck
still
me.
able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes
And what
a
should have been a
strong
strike to Garcia
In the box now.
results in a run.
Up empty.
Perez 0-2.
Sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Foul ball
How does he get a bat on
1-2
that?
now. Runner at second here, one gone.
How did 1-2 to Perez?
Center field, Martinez should have this one. 2 down.
And Witt not going to move forward. 2 away.
And next up for the Royals,
Al Pasquantino.
Pasquantino.
Doubled and then later left on.
Slider for a strike.
0-1.
Slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays
1-1.
at the plate,
Couldn't
it
get him
can
to swing.
a long way. But that was a good one right there.
That's
Grounded.
the third.
J-Ram makes the catch. Grabs the throw. Out. Only give up 1 run.
And stops things from getting out of hand. But
Witt with the RBI
single, and this
single
is
and
now
then a steal,
3-1
essentially.
ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the
Thought we
show.
had a chance of throwing the runner out. Just too soft to contact, and
Back now,
now
for the bottom of the
Chris
sixth,
Bubic.
And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Chris Bubic.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right
Yeah,
here.
right, 270
Got to do his
and
best to
7
keep the score
appearances.
right where it is.
Here to start the
3-4-5
sixth.
due up for the home team. Carlos
3-4-5 due up.
digs in for the Guardians.
up 3-1.
And that one in the air center field, Isbell.
Isbell underneath it and out number 1.
And there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. First offering,
Ball
and it
1.
just misses. Bullpen
Harvey-
action for the Royals.
Harvey
Hunter
Schreiber
getting loose out
warmed
there.
up. 1-0. This
Oh, can't pick it up quickly.
booted throw is in time, though.
And
Manzo's not
the
very
misplay
quick.
Made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. 2 down bases.
Now it's Nolan Jones. He's 0 for 2.
Jones digs in for the Guardians. Right through
Strike
there for a
1.
strike.
Top foul and 0-2 now. And Nolan Jones
That's bad.
crushes one. Gone.
A monster shot to right. His second of the year. It's 4-1.
Man who made his career debut with the Guardians and just came back this season from Colorado.
Don't get hurt, but unfortunately,
Smashes one.
pitch in terms of
Gives us
location.
that 3-run lead back.
So digging in.
Now it's Gabriel Arias.
He's already
Gabby
home
had a
in this
home
game.
run earlier.
And that one
And
fouled off.
Al's Bubic to slider off.
2 down,
Bubic,
nobody
four
out.
seamer,
Here at the
slider,
bottom
circle
of the
change,
sixth.
sinker, and a cutter. 0-1. This lifted
Swings
weakly to
and
the
hits one
right
in the
side.
air towards right field.
Slicing
And
foul.
that will drop foul.
Dropped foul. Into the netting. Stay alive here, 0-2. That. Weakly over to the third base side.
A little bit with that front shoulder.
0-2.
He was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And that
This is low.
downstairs. And the count 1-2.
This grounded back up to Bobby Witt, and that will end the sixth. But Nolan Jones goes yard, and
But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a
gives us a
4-1 game. You're dialed in.
chance.
Top of inning number 7. So up now for Kansas
Get a
City.
little further in with India. Or with Junis, I mean. As we see India. 0-1. Op foul, and this is going to hit the netting.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
0-2.
Just
That misses.
missed.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
India fouls that one off.
And they'll do it again.
Junis, more so what's going to get you is his stuff. As that is going to get through.
It finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. I know
Mistake slider, and
was absolutely hammered
now
through the
Massey.
infield. That's not one you're
He has to get out of the way, and this is a wild pitch.
Say, charge it. Crazy.
India moves up.
Man at second. And
Fouled
foul
off.
ball.
1-1. That's also fouled off. 1-2.
That's out of play. Fouls that off to the left. and
Fouls that off,
again.
Massey. He's now down 1-2 still. This popped
Fights
up.
it off.
Foul.
We'll see another.
And this is just the frustrating thing. Like,
Position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
this bullpen pitch, like, we pitch really well. We're not giving up a lot of runs, but
This is the time to do it.
like,
You get the leadoff man on.
as we do get Massey down, finally swings at that.
Don't try to do too much. Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to
Is
toe in terms of
Junis getting tired.
his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in.
Renfro doesn't swing at that.
we're gonna see some
0-1
kind
or
of
1-0.
adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
There's the strike.
1-1. 1-2 to Renfro.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just
And Renfro, ugly swing. Big miss. Third K for Junis, and now it's Isbell. I think we're going to go to Gaddis.
Kyle Isbell. Gets the
Strike
slider.
1 to Isbell.
Strike. India stands at second with 2 gone.
Swing and a miss.
Nice changeup.
0-2 to Isbell.
Get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have
Fouled
to
that
really
off.
tighten up his
Got enough
sights
of the
here.
bat on it.
Make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
And
Called strike 3.
Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump.
And we get out of the
One hit
inning.
is all they get. 7th inning stretch time.
Royals manager, as we go to stretch time, is
And the
just
Royals won.
flabbergasted. Royals team has been making us work for it. Here as they now have a new pitcher, John Schreiber.
Start the bottom of the 7th.
2.84 ERA and 6 1/3 pitched. Angel Martinez. As we are going to be bringing up Gaddis.
Martinez digs in for the Guardians.
I don't think we've seen Schreiber. Oh my.
Offering is fouled off.
Schreiber, sweeper, sinker.
31 years old, and they went out. and
Four-seamer,
made a trade
cutter,
for him
circle
last
change.
season. Went with the sweeper for the strike.
0-2. Fucking sidearm. This Martinez rips this right to right field, and
Renfro hauls it in.
Renfro brings that in, and now it's Bo's turn.
Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Swing and a miss. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
0-1.
Foul ball.
Hard foul on the sweeper, and Or loud foul, I should say. 0-2.
One down, base is empty.
1-2. John Schreiber making us look dumb here. This
That one away, still 1-2.
fouled off. 1-2.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Maybe his arm will just fall off. 1-2 again. This
Swing.
lifted softly, base hit.
Right center, that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out
Now
single.
it's Rocchio turn.
Stepping in is the switch-hitting shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
Struck out looking, and they had a single back in the 5th. This
Swing and a
lifted
ball hit out towards left center
left
field.
center and caught
Makes the catch.
Isbell, and then
And
now
there's two down.
Bo retreats.
So man aboard. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan.
Now Stephen Kwan.
On the ground, right side.
Weakly tapped on the sinker, and India's going to
Gets it to first.
make the throw, ends the 7th. Go to the 8th, Hunter Gaddis time.
Back and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Hunter
2
Gaddis.
holds,
This is
5
his
innings
fifth appearance of the
pitched,
year.
5th appearance.
Tyrone Blanco.
Tyrone
steps in
Blanco.
for the Royals. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing.
Rounded,
Ground ball,
base
hit
hit.
right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do.
That one almost got him.
That fouled off, 1-1. Going 2-1.
Straighten him up a little bit. Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by
3-1 to
sound
Garcia.
defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Fastball
3-2.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean?
Fouled
You're
off.
gonna be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Called strike 3 to Garcia. 26,000 here in attendance for this middle game of a 3-game weekend set.
Steps in for the Royals.
Now Bobby Witt Jr. has an RBI.
Guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors.
And
Swing and a miss
0-1.
at a slider. Next offering
Looks at
misses.
ball 1.
And 1-1. Man at first, 1 away. Just
2-1. Can't get Witt to chase. Swings through that.
There's the changeup.
2-2. Can't get him to chase there either.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed
Popped
to steal
up,
it back
foul.
and get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Spoils the
Topped
two-strike
foul.
pitch, and he'll see another. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Hit, base hit, and
Swing and a line drive. That's
Martinez.
a base hit into center field, and they'll have runners at the corners after a
runners
wild
at the
single.
corners, and
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front
now we have
side,
Salvador
and
Perez.
the hands just continue to carry through.
Strike 1.
Field.
Perez in the box now. Takes strike 1. That one off the mark.
1-2.
That's ball
Or 1-1, I'm
The
sorry.
dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
Strike 2 to
He's
Perez.
in for a strike. On the ground.
Could be 2. Rocchio. Arias. Throw and time ends the inning double play.
Inning over.
They made it look easy, but it
6,
started with a nice
4,
second baseman from the
3.
shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this.
As Witt slides through Gabby.
Back now, new pitcher
Now
on
it's
the mound
Hunter
as they
Harvey.
roll into the bottom of the
ERA of 4.66 and
eighth. Hunter Harvey.
up 4-1. Make it 5-1.
Right field.
First pitch.
And that one is gone.
J-Ram does it.
Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 5-1. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this. This one, Boog, they're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Digging in, Carlos Santana. They say
Go through there.
It's exciting to see.
If we get one or two more runs, we'll go Tim Herron.
Fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
0-2. Harvey, 4 pitches, 4-seamer, they can touch 100. Splitter, 12-6 curve, slider. Fouled that back.
That one not close, and the count is 1-2. And that's too high.
2-2.
And they'll do
This,
it again.
a splitter, lifted foul. That fouled off, protecting there, and
Good battle here, about to be the
pitch 8.
pitch of the at-bat. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Out into that second deck there, and 2-2. Late, and that's going to be a base hit. That could be 2 for Carlos, because that's going to get almost all the way up to the wall and then bobbled.
In safely, it's a
Has a
double. And his
no out double.
Man, that was a pretty good battle to play, and I'll tell you.
Good job by Low seeing 9 pitches.
Anytime you
Out
rip a line
Manzo.
drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands,
1-0.
let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
He swings.
That's
and
chopped
fouls
foul and 1-1. Harvey already getting tired, thrown 12 pitches.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
That split is
1
a
and 2.
pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing
Another
and a miss,
splitter.
struck him out.
The bottom
And
just
it's one down.
fell out,
And
and new pitcher.
pitching change here.
This
Carlos
time,
Estevez.
Estevez.
Hasn't pitched
ERA
the
of
last 3
13.50.
Now it's the right fielder, Nolan Jones.
This up the middle. Oh, what a play. But not in time.
Runners at the corners here.
Now it's Gabby.
So in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. Breaking ball through there.
Slider gets in.
Activity in the Kansas City
Hernandez,
bullpen.
Stratton
Carlos
warming up.
Hernandez appears to be
Don't know
getting
why.
loose. Stratton also
I'd
getting
let
ready.
Estevez get you out of this. 0-1.
Outside
Makes it
low.
1-1.
1-1.
Gabby hit the home run earlier.
Two on, one out. Swings through that one.
Swings,
Strike
misses.
two.
He can
1 and
stretch out
2.
the zone all
Estevez can
game.
touch 99 on that
If hitters
fastball. He's
chase it,
got
that's
slider and
velocity. Hitters gotta look down in
circle
the zone.
change too. At lifted, gonna be a base hit.
Hit out into center field. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single. It's 6-1.
Now Martinez.
Is the switch hitting outfielder, Angel Martinez.
3 lineouts. Hit the ball. He's hit the ball hard, but ground out, gonna get the double play, and
Second, there's one. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. They put back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
bullpen has been very good. 1.37 ERA, 52 and 2/3 innings pitched, 95 strikeouts, only 15 walks, 7 saves. We just haven't had a lot of save situations. As now, honestly, I might let Gaddis go.
Back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. 0-1 now.
0-1.
Tried to check his swing.
Did not
there.
go through. 1-1.
No swing. He held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. Swings through.
We'll see.
Well, he went inside a couple of times and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Fouled off. 1-2. Pasquantino sat down.
Blasted it right past him.
But that kind of velocity and elevated
If we can get,
if it's still in the strike zone,
I mean, I want to get, definitely want to get that first out. If we can get India out, he's 1 for 3. One of the Royals that has played fairly well. And then had that ugly swing, 0-2.
The Guardians leading by 5 here at the top of the ninth.
And India sat down. Well, now going to, I believe, Michael Massey.
And that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there, he used it to put his opponent away with that.
You have to sit down,
Without needing to waste any pitches.
Class A.
Massey.
1. I might one of these days, just to get some work with Class A. If we have a lead like this, we might bring them in.
Even for the skippers.
0-1.
The offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
0-2. Ump wants to go home on that one.
The Royals down
to their final strike. Pop foul. We do it again. This hit really hard, drifting foul.
And it's
gone.
He made him pay for that one. It's 6-2.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. Mistake slider.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of
time 0-1.
He's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate.
It was Michael Massey of all people that did it, and then now the Royals down to their final strike again. This is where Massey hit the home run. Renfroe looks at ball 1.
Really good take right there, but you don't want to end this
1-2.
with a bat on your shoulder.
Fouled off.
Two down, nobody on. Misses just
Misses.
off the
Ooh.
outside edge. I think that was a strike.
1-2 or 2-2. I mean, fouled off.
Got one and it remains 2-2. Battling here as he fouls
Fouled. Renfroe trying to stay alive in a Hunter v. Hunter matchup. Called strike.
That's the
Ball game. Not without a little dramatics as Michael Massey goes a yard in the ninth.
And your final 6-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew.
Hunter Gaddis, I believe I just heard get a save. He is going, well, he went 2 innings. And we did tag on a couple runs there on the 8th, so. Royals made us work for it. I mean, Luis Ortiz, he got the win, and he was player of the game, but he's not going to get the thumbnail. 5 innings of 1-hit baseball, 2 walks. Marsh went 5. He gave up 5 hits, 3 earned runs. I mean, like I said, it just the Royals made us work once again. That's just, some days are gonna be like that, other days aren't. So glad we can get this. We're gonna win the series. Look for the sweep tomorrow. Actually, what side of the plate did J-Ram do that from? Oh, of course Massey did it from the other side, the same side of the plate. Oh, well, faster game in an hour and change. Like I said, we go to win 3 straight. We go to 13-1. Probably the best record in all of baseball right now. Let's see, American League 8 wins, 10 for the Mariners. National League 11 for the Braves, 7 for the Pirates, 9 for the Dodgers. So yeah, we're 10 for the Card or no. Oh yeah, 10 for the Cardinals in the wild card. So we have a 7-game lead on the White Sox and Tigers. Both of them are sitting at 6 and 8. Royals 6 and 9 now, nice. And then the Twins 4 and 11. They're just kind of down there. The laughing stock of the AL Comedy Central. Team that, I mean, we're doing kind of what I thought we would. I mean, like I said, had to work for that one. We win 6-2 tomorrow. I believe taking the mound for us will be Logan Allen. Yep, for a day off, and then we have a 6-game road trip against the Baltimore Orioles. They're 5-10. Could be able to get a couple walk-away games there, and then a weekend series against the currently 11-4 Pirates at Pittsburgh. Or we come home for a series against the Yankees for 3 straight series. Yes, 3 straight home series. 12 home games. Oh. 6, 9, 11. 10 home games. I'm sorry. Yankees, Boston, Minnesota in the month of April. So we got done what we wanted to get done. I'm very curious as to what sliders need saved. Considering I have not touched sliders at all this year. So, whatever. One of these days I'll actually go figure it out, but it's 12:24. I'm tired. I don't care anymore. So let's get to it. We'll be back tomorrow to wrap up this series against the Royals.